Hello and welcome to Kerbal Space Program. My name is Hillstash, and today I fly, I think for the first time ever, someone else's craft that someone has built. And so I follow someone named Sarah Brown on Twitter, and she is a counselor in the city councilor, town councilor in Cambridge, England, which is pretty cool. I believe that's where they have a university called Cambridge, but I could be wrong. I think. Anyway, she's made this SSTO that's able to go to Duna, apparently with good flying. I am betting I'm not going to fly it this well. But anyway, I saw pictures of this thing heading out beyond Kerbin's orbit and such. I don't know if I'd seen any pictures in Duna, or in the Duna area yet. But it looks really awesome. And I asked if I could give it a try, and she's given me the craft file. And yeah, so it looks pretty cool. It's got it's 2 jet engines, 4 I can't remember the name of them, LV909s, which are fairly low power but very high efficiency, and then of course the most high efficiency Nerva engine. So I believe that's where it gets its name NERVAFish from. And anyway, it kind of looks a little bit like an X-wing, but with jet engines and the extra big wings. I don't know, pretty cool. It's a vertical takeoff as well, which is good because I suck on runways and with landing gear and things like that. So without further ado, I'm just going to quickly look over the instructions she's given me, and I will. It's got a docking port too, nice, and solar arrays, solar panels, good. And yeah, I'm going to head to the pad, quickly look over the instructions again, and then we're going to attempt to fly this. Okay, I think I've looked it over. I want to do the craft justice, so I'm going to attempt to, not destroy it the first attempt here, but, who knows how this is going to go. So the instructions are full throttle SAS and hit 1 to toggle the jet engines. And then yeah, looks like we're off to the races. I get to attempt to fly it. So, in 3, 2, okay, power is building. And we're off! Very nice. Just jet engines only takeoff. So cool. Okay. She says to spin along the long axis to... Oop, I think I want to go this way maybe? No, we'll go this way. Not RCS. Okay, there, and then a bit of a tilt towards 90. I'm gonna only tilt maybe to about 90 degrees or so, or sorry, 80 degrees. I just like to do a much more vertical takeoff with these sorts of craft. Okay, and then not much to do till 10,000 apparently. Do a bit more of a turn, and then I have to open the air intakes. Apparently they are not open. Well, it says they're open. We shall see. Speed still increasing, that's good. 2,700 meters, 2,800. Tons and tons of fuel for these engines, so that's good. Where are they pulling the fuel from? Okay, they're pulling it out of these external, or the far outer tanks, just pulling the liquid fuel. Ah, and there's liquid fuel in here. It's too bad sometimes, because the Nerva's got a... I wonder if you didn't put these on and you put them directly to the Nerva, if that would... Oh, there's that docking ports? That's interesting. Okay, now we're 5,000 meters, so we're halfway to our next point of doing something. Just a little bit more tilt maybe. About 75 degrees. I'm gonna try to fix the heading here too. Dropping more. That's okay. We don't need a perfect orbit. I didn't check to see what Duna was like either for orbit stuff. And I forgot to clean those up as well. Okay, getting close to 10,000, so... Now, she says to hit 1. 45 degrees. 1 again to open all intakes. Maybe it toggles the intakes. Maybe we want them off? I don't know. I'll do it though. 10,000. Don't think that changed anything. Okay. 45 degrees. This thing is really cooking now. Getting some great fuel efficiency. For how much this looks like it weighs, I gotta get MechJeb on here at some point and just get some vehicle stats. Okay, 13,000. I'm supposed to be down around 30 degrees now. And I'm a little worried about these burning out. What am I supposed to do? 18 to 20,000 meters. 2 to ignite Nerva. Don't let intake air drop below 0.15. Intake air. Intake air. I don't know what that means. 0.15. Oh, intake. Oh, it's below 0.15. Is it going up or down? Shoot. So I'm supposed to be igniting the Nerva soon. Intake air. Intake air. It's going down. Let's light the Nerva. And... three to toggle jets and intakes. Okay, that's what I'm going to want to do soon. I don't know when these are supposed to cut off. I'm worried. I'm nervous about that. And what's my Apple apps? 25. I want to keep these going as long as possible, but I don't want to burn them out because that sends you into a spin that I don't know if I'll be able to recover from. I think when this intake air drops off completely, that's when... Oh, shoot. Oh, crap. Uh-huh. I am attempting to correct the spin. It's not going well. Shoot. Such good altitude, too. We don't have a lot of, what am I trying to say? Thrust vectoring on this, so it's slowing down very, very slowly. I wonder if I used control surfaces, if I roll it? No, I don't really, oh, there's no real air up here, so the control surfaces aren't doing much. Maybe if I just go full throttle. Crap. So, I didn't see the exact point in time that cut out, but I am coming back down now. This is unfortunately far too late to save this mission. Once we hit a certain altitude, the control surfaces will kick back in, and potentially then at that point, I will be able to get a little bit better control. Made it a good distance. I wonder how it flies in the atmosphere. Like, can it attempt to land? What I'm probably going to do is review the video footage after this for my second attempt. Okay, we seem to have some control coming back here. Let's see if the SAS can kind of get it pointing the right way. Think, oh, ah! There, that would be perfect. Hold it right there. It's not going to be able to, it seems. I wonder if MechJeb's, what's it called? The spaceplane component will be able to handle this. I don't know. I think we are going to crash. Although that was inevitable because we're over water anyway, but... Alright, let's try a little bit of manual control here. Oh yes, this is much better. Damn it. Oh, oh, oh. At the last second. No. Okay. So I'm going to review the video footage, see what went wrong and when, and give me a better idea next time how to fix that. Okay, I am back. And I've done a little bit of thinking and looking around at the ship. And I've got myself a beer as well. And I had to go downstairs because the kitten was playing with something and being cute. So, I was thinking last time I said something about why doesn't everything feed directly to there. The problem is the liquid fuel from here needs to get into these engines, so there'd be some sort of loop thing going on. It wouldn't work. Well, actually, no. If these went directly to there and then these went directly to here, that could work. Either way, it's not a big deal because all you need to do is when you get to orbit is transfer the remaining liquid fuel out of here into presumably these tanks, because these will be empty, I assume. In the attempt last time as well, so it was about 25 kilometers and just about 1,100 meters a second when the engines kicked out, and I was thinking, oh, it's this intake air that she says to not let get below 0.15, not each individual one. So I was confused by that. And one other thing, I think I'm going to toggle these as well on the way up just to give it a little extra boost. I think that's why they're on here. Otherwise, yeah, otherwise I don't think this thing has enough power to get to orbit. That's my guess. Although if you got the weight. Anyway, this is a very inspiring ship just because it would be really fun to, you know, now that I see a design that I like and it looks good, you know, tweak it around a little bit and see what can be done with it. But anyway, oops, that was the wrong button. Oops. I meant to hit 1, not spacebar there. Had a really good bounce off the back engine. That must be why the docking port's there, right? We'll just pretend that never happened. And we'll hit 1. There we go. And we're off again. So, I think I'm just going to do a little bit of fast forwarding till I get up to the critical times. Okay, so what I'm doing here now is not doing a very good job at this. Unite the Nerva, 18,000 or so. Watching this intake air when it gets down to 0.15. I'll give it some leeway too, and I'll cut them off, and then I'll ignite the LV909s. I'm just gonna go a little bit lower angle than Sarah recommended, just because then it gives you a little bit more time in the intake air area here just to gain more horizontal speed. So they say I'm already up to almost 1,000 and I'm still at 0.28 here. So as long as I don't lose one of these two engines, it's getting close though. It's getting very, very close. Let's say now. We'll light these for a little bit. I'm gonna pull it up a bit. Now, and we'll see. Let's just see how things go. Orbit is dropping. Okay. That gave us some good speed, though. I think we're in good shape. This thing is at almost full. What do you want to call it? Efficiency? The issue is that she said around 35,000 now I will be able to get to coast to orbit on just the Nerva at 35,000. So anyway, I'm not there yet. This is going back up though, so this is good news. So what I'm going to do is pulse the LV909s every once in a while, just so I don't dip below the apoaps. So there we go there. And at some point I'm going to start bringing the direction down. So that may, okay. See, doing pretty well, doing pretty well. And as long as that apoapse keeps going up, and every once in a while I pulse this. Then I'm doing good. We're still, oh, we're just about out of fuel there. So that's out of the liquid fuel there. Still have a full tank of liquid fuel here on those two, and this is full as well that I can transfer, so looking good there. Just about time for another pulse. And we're already up to 1700 meters a second. So looking really good. I'm gonna lower this, just start pointing down a little bit more. It's gonna bring myself closer to the apoapse, but the speed gain will be more horizontal, so. This is pretty cool. Got a little bit off of center there. No, I think we don't really need to pulse the LV909s anymore. Excellent. I don't want it quite pointing up so far, but it's kind of just pulsating at the moment. Maybe take it down to 20 degrees or so. And good. Everything's looking good. Much more successful. I think there shouldn't be too much trouble getting to orbit now. I mean, the biggest danger in flying this is having one of these engines obviously cut out on you and put you into a flat spin, and then Goose ejects and hits the screen, but he dies, and Maverick is sad. Such a good movie. Except for some of that weird volleyball scene. A little bit weird. Alright, over 2,000 meters a second. I'm going to bring the angle down again here. Somewhere around there. Oh, yeah, we are at 51 kilometers though, so that does need to keep coming up. That's something I didn't think about. We got great speed, but we're going to have to coast up to the apoapse at some point here. So I'll let that keep coming up until it's in space. At that point we can transfer the fuel while we wait to get to this apoapse. Although, look at the... You know, we're almost... we're about to get a periapse here any second now. Oh, this is great. Space planes are fun when you can fly them. And I typically cannot fly them. I think the key with this one is the vertical takeoff. Why it's a little bit easier to fly for me than some of the other ones. So we're still not quite... you know what I'm going to do, actually? Hang on, I can just keep going for horizontal speed, but whoop. 84. Yeah, that should be good. And we'll just point somewhere down here. That's not in space, but this is in space. This is going to keep coming down a little bit because we're still kind of in the atmosphere. Whoa. Thanks, camera. Nice. It just looks so cool. It's got so many engines, too. That was awesome. 7 engines. 7 engines. It managed to do a vertical takeoff on just the jet engines. And it's nothing but jet engines all the way up to 18,000 meters. That may be because the air intakes might still be a little bit strong, but I think they kind of nerfed them a little bit maybe in 0.19. I might be wrong about that. As long as this stays up in space, and I don't think there should be any problem with that, we will go to space today. I gotta get rid of that. Okay, I'm going to fast forward. Oh, no, let's do the fuel transfer. Oh, and get the solar panels out. Perfect. So where should I go with it? Should I try for Duna? I'm almost thinking of trying for Minmus and back, and then do that as a kind of a trial. This will be faster for this episode too. This episode's already probably going to be pretty long. Right, fuel transfer. Let's see. That didn't. That's not a great angle. That's not the greatest angle. There we go. So we want to get 75 into here. Close. And 75 into here, or the remainder into there. And easy peasy. We are back up to an excellent amount of fuel. So essentially these are almost full tanks for just the Nerva. And with that kind of specific impulse, I mean, the problem with SSTOs too as well is that we're carrying all these extra engines that we're not going to really use again. That's not true per se. I don't know how, again, I didn't have a good opportunity. Oh, there was the moon. I could have done the moon. It's a little late now for the moon, isn't it? Where is Minmus? Ah, Minmus is out here somewhere. Let's try for Minmus. There it is there, okay. Oh, we're still in the atmosphere. Oh, and I still need to, do I need to? Where will I be? I might not need to circularize. But typically, oh, now we're in space. It's giving me the space music. Where are we going to be when Minmus pops up? It's over there. We'll be somewhere. That'll be okay, I think. Let me try it. I'm a little worried. Oh, adding... There it is there again. Adding a little speed now won't hurt that much. Just to be safe to circularize this. Ah, not RCS. Oh, crap. There we go. We'll just get this up to a reasonable amount. Now, where is Minmus again? It's just about to rise. I'm going to maybe just keep burning because it's going to take a bit with the Nerva to get to Minmus. Should see it rising here somewhere soon. Somewhere, sometime. Thought I saw it, I'm wrong. There it is. There's Minmus rising. And again, this is going to take a little bit just because of the low power, but it's very efficient, so I'm glad I started burning early. Okay, there's the Minmus encounter, and I've added a maneuver node in to bring it down kind of right around where Minmus is going to be for the encounter. And let's just see how we're doing with this ship. We have, oh, good amount of fuel. Looks like about 50%, a little under 50%, maybe 40-45% fuel left in both these engines. So, you know, like essentially one full tank now of those, which again, because of Nerva, is quite, what am I trying to say, quite efficient. So let's head away from beautiful Kerbin. Okay, now we have to find this node. I'm gonna go, I guessed correct direction even. Brilliant. Oh, I should mention Sarah Brown on Twitter is Auntie Sarah, or as my wife would say, Auntie Sarah. And actually maybe as Sarah Brown. I don't know how, I think maybe in England they pronounce it aunt as well. So my wife's from the East Coast, so that's how they pronounce it there. And I think that's kind of the British style, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so only 19 meters a second for this plane change. I don't think Minmus is really... I can't even see where Minmus is at the moment. So, okay, let's do this burn now. Just a slight adjustment there. Quick little burn. Good enough, probably. And we have an encounter. It's pretty far out there. I did take this orbit a little bit further beyond than it needed to, but anyway, our speed's going to be so ridiculously low out here that it'll be so easy to capture. So let's keep on heading out. Look at the satellite go. That should be good there. 200 meters a second. Again, we have plenty of, I think, delta V for this. And I think we're close enough that I can start thinking about doing the burn soon. Close enough to periaps. We'll just move this. That's not moving it. There we go. And I'm just going to do the burn now, and then I'm going to head over and lower the burn, and I'll catch up with you then. Okay, here we are around Minmus, regaining some power. I guess it had drained down there while I was doing a lot of fast forwarding. And not only around Minmus, we are descending onto Minmus. So pretty soon I'm going to cancel off the horizontal velocity, attempt to land on the one of the ice lakes here. We'll just eyeball it. And again, tons of fuel left, so not a problem. Looks like about a third of our fuel left. Again, looking at the speed, you know, 100 and some meters a second. That's what I got to kill off now. So let's just kind of point up this way a little bit again. And we'll just kill off this horizontal velocity. I'm just going to fly it kind of by hand, just to try to keep it straight. Yeah, it looks pretty good there. Again, there's not much speed left there. That's pretty close, just a little bit, it looks like a little bit off on one of the sides, but as you'll see here, we're dropping down. So that's good. Okay, so when the time comes, this should, whoops, that might not be the right spot, but okay, so 5,000 meters, whoops, not want to screw this up. Never taken, I don't think I've never really flown anyone else's craft before. I'd rather not crash it. Do I want orbit or surface? I never really know what's going on there. This is always a confusing planet to land on. We'll just eyeball it again. I guess can't hurt to... If it's saying surface, I'm heading this way a little bit. I do want to kill that velocity off. I don't want any horizontal velocity. But I'm worried that this sort of thing lies to you. We'll see. Okay, 1,800 meters. This is looking very, very bright. I don't know why. I haven't been to Minmus in since, well, in 0.19 yet, so this is new to me. And again, we've barely used any fuel. Easily enough fuel to get back to Kerbin from here. And definitely, I believe there's enough fuel to get to Duna. An aero brake there. I don't know about landing yet. I don't know. There's no parachutes or anything here, so it's got to be a... There's not a lot of, not a lot of aerodynamic surfaces. Anyway, we're coming close now. Sun seems to be straight overhead, so I'll look for the shadow down below this way. $280 meters, 240, 230. There it is. This thing really does kind of have like a profile like an X-Wing. It looks awesome. A little bit this way, cancel a little bit more. There we go. Landed on the Nerva, on Minmus, with a bit of a sway. I think that may have been one of my better landings. I'm just going to put that out there. I'll leave it for you to decide. I'm going to leave the ship here for the time being. This is a fairly long episode by now. And we'll probably bring it back to Kerbin at some point. Or maybe this will be the future site of a Minmus base. I don't know. Let me know what you think of the episode. Let me know what you think of Sarah Brown's SSTO capable craft. I really liked it. Lots of fun to fly. Thanks for letting me have it, Sarah. And everyone else, like and subscribe, and I will see you soon.